One of the options you have for creating a website for your unit project is to actually download a template. So if you go to web design and you scroll down to the website project, you can choose to use the Code Studio Web Lab, which is completely fine, but you have some options for extra credit if you want to try the level 2 or 3. Level 2 being use one of the templates that are provided on the class website, and level 3 being find one on your own, which could take a little bit of time, so make sure you know what you're doing if you're going to do level 3. But level 2, you can click on one of these and it should download. So find the one that matches most closely what you'd like to do. So I'll click on this one for instance. And then notice I've already downloaded it once before. I'm going to go show that in the folder. I'm going to right click on that and go to 7-zip, and I'm going to extract that. So I'll extract it. You should get a folder here. And before I do any work on this folder though, I want to make sure I put this in a place where I'm not going to lose it. And right now it's in the C drive. So I'm going to go to my H drive, and then notice that it popped it open when I hovered over it. I'll drop it in wherever I want to put that. I'm just going to put it in my example folder. And now it's in my H drive. And there's the folder. If I was to go inside of the folder, you'd see there's only 2 files there. But I'm going to go back and right click on the folder itself and say open as a brackets project. And what happens is the brackets program will open up, and I'm going to want to close out of this default file that opened up here, because this is the default brackets file, like the welcome file for brackets. And I'm just going to close out of that. And now you can see that I only have my left navigation folder, that was the name of my project, and then the 2 files. And I can click on those files and it will open the code. Notice the code's pretty short. And then I can open the styles. And notice this is a little longer because this is what controls the appearance of the website. Now I'm going to go into my HTML and I can start changing text. So for instance, maybe I want to have a heading in the header. So I'm going to do H1. This is my heading. And notice it automatically closed the tag for me. I'm going to close that. I'm going to hit the little live preview button here. And it will open up my page in a browser so I can see what it looks like. And notice there's my heading. And there's my page, and there's a link. Now the link won't work right now because I haven't set where I want it to go yet. But I can close out of that and go back, and I can change where I want this link to go. And I can add new pages. So if I wanted to add a new page, for instance, I can go up to File, New, and before I do anything else, File, Save As, and notice that it opens up my project folder, and maybe I'll call this page2.html. And I'll save that. And notice it has no code though, so something I could do is actually go to my index page, select everything, copy it, and then paste it in here. Now I'm going to need to change that stuff. But that's a fast way to make another page and then go in and edit the page. And now I can go back to my index page, change the link to go to page, whoops, make sure I capitalize it. Oh, page 2, and then I'll choose that option there to fill it in. And this would be a link to page 2 then. And I'm going to put a space there because that's the way it should probably look. And I'm going to save everything. So File, Save All, and then go preview my website and see if it's working the way I want it to. And notice there's a link to page 2. If I click on it, boom, notice the page changed. And I'd need to add content to each page. So notice that I've given you some indications as to where to type your text based on where you want it to show up in the page. And you can add images, you can add text, you can add links, you can add lists in each area. So wherever you want the stuff to appear, that's where you would go and put the text for that. In a future video, I'll show you how to change the appearance of it by changing colors and backgrounds and things like that.